All right, day 19. We get a bunch of towels, and then we get a bunch of patterns, and we want to count how many of these patterns we can make. So first we need to get all of the lines. And then we need to split it on the empty line, so we have two parts. Then we need to get the towels from the first line. So that would be the first part and the first line, because there's only one line. Then split it on comma, then map it to trim the white space on the edges and collect. And then we need to get the patterns, and that is just the second part. So we can say part 1 result should be equal to something. And we need to filter out the patterns that we can make. So I'll declare this as usize immediately. So patterns, iterate over them, filter, and then pattern, and then we need to know if we can make the pattern. And we need to send in the pattern and the towels. And then we need to count the result. So then we can generate this function. So a string slice and a slice of string slices. The pattern we want to make and the towels that we can make them with. So we need to check all of the towels if any of them will make the pattern that is left. Otherwise we need to take out the towel and check the rest of them. It needs to be recursive. So we can iterate over the towels. And then say any towel. And then if that can make the pattern. So this is it. We just need to figure it out. So if towel is equal to the pattern we want to make, then we want to return true. So if pattern and towel is the same, true. Otherwise we need to check if the pattern starts with the towel. Otherwise we should return false. So otherwise, if pattern starts with towel, then the sub pattern will be pattern, and we want to get the towel length and the rest of the string. And so then we just call can make pattern. And otherwise it's false. And we want to send the sub pattern here instead. So this runs forever, even if we do cargo run release. It will run forever. So we need to just memorize this like we did in previous days. So we'll have a hash map, a memory. Of a string and a bool. And we can't use string slices because the compiler can't guarantee that they will exist long enough. We could probably solve that with lifespans, but this is fast enough. So now we just have the result be that instead, and then memory insert, and we want to know the pattern into and the result, and in the end we return the result. We also need to check if memory contains key pattern, then we will just return what we have memorized. And here we need to keep calling that, and here we need to provide that. And so now if we run this, we get 304, which is correct. So then for part 2, we want to know how many ways we can make each pattern and sum the result. So just very similar. We'll just copy the part 2, and then we'll call this count instead. Count make pattern. So this should no longer return a bool. Instead it should return a usize. So we need to change that as well. And then we need to check if pattern is towel, then we should return 1. Otherwise, we should return count. Otherwise, nothing. And this should now be map instead, and sum. And so this also needs to be changed to map and sum. And now we get the correct result. So maybe this day was the calm before the storm, and I think last year it was day 21. It got really super hard. So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, this was pretty fun also, right?